find me at the water's edge, and hours could pass with nothing on our minds. Promises made, oaths set in stone.
Yeah, the song, I mean, I don't know. It was one of those songs that just came out of nowhere after a long period of really not being able to write at all. Whenever lockdown happened originally, I had this sort of feeling in the pit of my stomach that lasted for months. And I think whenever you try and write, you're generally trying to come from a place of vulnerability. And it was a place that I was scared to go to for a long time. But you know, I suppose we started looking at the positives. The fact that, you know, a lovely, healthy family around us, and you know, everybody was doing well, and those moments that you spent with the family were just really, I don't know, they were just ones you cherished even more because you're aware of what's happening to other people, and you know, so that song really just came out of the blue. It's one of those ones that just fell, and luckily enough, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time and had a pen that I could catch it.
I suppose myself, it's funny with this situation is that myself and Matt only met physically for the first time in the studio when we were about to record this song. And that's it felt very strange because it felt like we knew each other a long time before then.
Yeah.
But that just brought it down from lockdown, I suppose. And you know, we had an interview chat on his podcast, and then we had done a live stream with Cocoons, his live stream thing, and then there was some slagging text messages and jokes and stuff like that. And then we joined Clubhouse at the same time, which is an app that is only audio, and we were in a folk room. Leads up to the song and me hearing the song for the first time. And there was all these amazing folk artists in this folk room, and I haven't sang. Actually, I only sang once in this folk room, but Matt would have no problem being able, if somebody said, "Will you sing a song?" It's very like a normal session, but we're all in our homes singing into a phone. And I was listening, and it was he said, "I have the song," and he goes, "I wrote it there yesterday." And next thing you know, this unbelievable song came out of nowhere, like just this gem of like unbelievable. I just thought it was like the most spectacular song I've ever heard in my life. And straight afterwards I was texting going, "Yeah, you wrote that yesterday, you bollocks." I was totally slacking him, like, and I said no, but I was genuinely saying that it was the most magical song I'd heard, and it was just, there's so much picture in it, like, and for me I was driven straight into Matt's life and his love for his family, I suppose, the minute that I heard it. And that's what really drew me to it. I just felt like I was there, and I appreciated what he was saying. And it's so true after the lockdown, that time being together is the most important thing, I suppose. And after that, I told him it was an amazing song. He goes, "Any chance you want to sing on it?" I was like, "I might ruin it." But he made me come up anyway. And then we met for the first time in the studio, this room. So that's where it was.
Yeah. And it's I mean, the thing is, as a songwriter, you know, you go through a lot of years of writing songs where you almost try and hold back, you know, different lyrics and stuff, because you're going, people are going to know too much about me, or people are going to see through me and stuff like that. So whenever somebody like Aoife hears a song that I've written really, you know, about completely from the heart, and she completely relates to it and sees herself and her own you know, situation, her own family and all, and then, you know, that's probably the biggest compliment I could have as a songwriter. The fact that, you know, she just she was able to relate.
Anybody, I think, is the idea. It's not just me. I think that's the thing, is that everybody could put themselves in that situation, and I just think that there is such picturesque words in it. The lyrics are so well written, and I don't know, the melody is there, and there is a lot of heart in it. I think that's why that's how the collaboration came, was because I called him a curse word for writing such a good song, and then he asked me how to would I sing it. So that's worse.
I really wish I could remember how I wrote it. It was that good. Yeah, no, it's funny, like, because on the online, you know, and everybody's being so polite, and even myself and Aoife are talking very politely, you know, whereas the text messages back and forth at the same time are like,
slagging each other. We hadn't even met, so that was funny. But no, it was good. It's good, and it's nice to be able to, to be invited into such a good, lovely song, because I think that that's what's amazing about it, is that when he asked me to do it, I was like, oh, I'll try, but I might ruin it. And I didn't want to ruin the song because I thought it was magical enough what it is, but I think it's not ruined.
No, and the thing is, because that was a nice moment in whenever I did sing it for the first time,
Yeah.
and I could feel that the whole virtual room was sort of coming from the same sort of place.
Yeah.
And so
It's like everybody took a collective breath when you sang it.
Yeah.
And I remember Liza Carthy was the host of this room, the amazing folk artist from England, and she was just like, wow. And I was like, blew this unbelievable genius away with this amazing song. He just came in.
Oh, right, yeah, she's a genius. Okay.
Yeah, she's a genius. And then you managed to get her to play on the song as well, which is incredible. Yeah. So you've good persuasive skills. I think it's a good song though as well. I think it's your songwriting.
I used to sell coal a lot in the middle of summer. That's where I learnt my skills, my persuasive skills.
The world realizes time with you is time well
What was the recording, the day of the recording like? Because it's such an amazing area around here, and it's so beautiful. What was that like recording here?
For me, it was a matter of okay, I better get this place. I basically haven't had a visitor for 18 months, so better get this place into some sort of shape. But for me, it was absolutely delightful. I mean, this girl here could not be, more. I mean, she was everything in real life as
Probably more of it.
and more.
In a bad way, I meant like.
No, it really was just a delight from start to finish. It was for me. It was just a lovely day.
Well, yeah, we were coming out of lockdown, and it was like the time that we were allowed to travel, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like,
across the border and stuff. Yeah,
it was a big deal. And for me, I hadn't really sang at all in a long time because I was coming out of a very bad low from lockdown, and I was in a bad depression. And so for me, getting this opportunity, Matt was expecting a text message where I was going to cancel on him, and it was tempting, because, it was a scary thing to do, to come and sing on a song that, was yours, and, to come away and not having the confidence really, I didn't have a huge amount of confidence at the time. But when I got here and you made it so easy for me to be able to sing the song, and you let me play with the chickens. That was a huge thing. I've never picked up a chicken before that day. That was huge. And it just was a very pleasant experience. It wasn't like the studio experience that I am sometimes like, which is full of self-doubt and very scared. But this was a lovely day, and we got to go up to the Spelga Dam and have a look at the amazing Mourne Mountains and just be in the countryside and be somewhere magical, which is this place. And this amazing room that I think has many more hits in it.
Oh. Do you want to sing them? Because I do believe, wasn't it? Did you say that the morning of it that you were almost like going, oh, I should have cancelled, and it was it your very good, better other half, Andy?
Oh yeah.
Because he said nope, go on, get up the road.
No, he's very good at getting me out the door. He's very good.
Well, thank you, Andy. Wherever you are,
he wanted the day off of jobs, so he sent me out the door. So go on up with no, it was good, and it was. It was a beautiful day, gorgeous summer day, and it was warm. Do you remember it being so, it was very, very warm. Anyway, we had a lovely day, and it was really enjoyable. It was like a tour of the Mournes as well as coming in to sing a song.
I'll have to get the full package, the Magic Road, Spelga Dam.
Yeah, listen, I think you should do it. I think you should sell that package, put it in a package and just go, come to the Mournes, I'll bring you up to Spelga, and then we'll sing a song.
If the music fails, all I'm going to do is stand with a wee pot beside the Magic Road, $5 a go.
I'll tell you all about the Magic Road again.
Yeah. See it to believe.
But it won't have to. It only has to live in me. Be a part of me. Like you and me. At the water's edge. Waiting. Watching. The sun
for people to hear the song? Is it something you're looking forward to?
Go on, Aoife.
Of course. Yes. I am really looking forward to people hearing the song when it comes out on November 12th. I'm very, very excited about that. My mum thinks it's going to be a hit. So if she thinks it's going to be a hit, it's going to be a hit. That's what my ma says. I know. We're really excited about it because it's funny for me to have a song that I like listening to, that I sing of myself, and that's something that's very rare. I don't really have a lot of that because I tend to be very harsh critic in my head, and when I hear it I go, no, not listen to it. So it's lovely, and it's amazing that it was on the RTE Radio 1 playlist and that it's gotten requested and played, and I'm getting text messages to say, I heard you on the radio, and that's the best buzz ever. And it's amazing for us that people are hearing it on the radio before it even comes out, and having support from all the different radio DJs and everybody that kind of plays us has been absolutely amazing, and it's a real confidence booster before it even comes out, isn't it? It's amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so hard to let it go out into the world, you know, something that you've put your heart into, and you've spent, you know, hours sort of trying to get it, you know, mixing, recording, writing, whatever it is.
Up to scratch for Aoife Scott.
Exactly. And you know, just to send it out into the world, and you're getting all this positivity coming back, you know, between, as you said, like, you know, all the DJs that have played it, and, you know, it's lovely. It is lovely, and I mean, it sort of goes to show, I suppose, that everybody's coming from the same place. Everybody's been through a really, you know, crap to mediocre 18 months, 2 years, and I suppose if you're making somebody, if it's getting through the airwaves and hitting somebody, and it's making them feel something and making them reflect, and
it's good.
Yeah. Do you know what? I mean, this is only now today the second time we've pretty much sung it together.
Yes.
And I mean, like, it was a lovely buzz now, because you do sort of, you start doubting yourself, going, God, can we do that? Was that a moment that we can repeat? But yeah.
Yeah, well, if I could remember the words the first time that I sang it, then it would be all right. But no, it's actually, it'll be amazing to see how it goes down when we do sing it to a live audience, and that will be something I think they'll like it. Hopefully they will. But it's something to look forward to, really, especially after it comes out on the 12th, and when people start to listen to it. And that's the thing. I think the main thing is getting people to pre-save it, to like whatever, pre-download it. I don't have Spotify. I don't really understand, but I do understand. But you know, getting people to be on board and help us with promoting it, I suppose, and sharing is the way to do it as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring, as I say, and getting people to share all the video, and yeah, hopefully the video is good. But yeah, it is good because Colin made it. So.
Whenever Aoife came up on the day and recorded the song, and it was basically just the two of us around a mic, and it was live, and there really was something special in it, and I really thought that really was just the intention at the time, was just to capture that, and then all of a sudden I thought, God, this really could be something slightly bigger and more beautiful. So I started to virtually put a band around it. So I used Liam Bradley, who's an incredible drummer, who loved being a part of it, actually, because the last time he was in touch, he saw you was at when you were about 11 years of age.
Yeah, the Woman's Heart Tour.
That's right. He was playing along with your mum, and so it was lovely to have that connection. And then John Thorne, an amazing old bass player from the Isle of Wight, who I've used for a couple of years, and he just the sound he gets with a double bass around anything, but never mind, that song was just really special. And then I was very lucky that I had the courage to ask Eliza Carthy, who was in the club room, the virtual room.
The famous club room where we all heard the song for the first time, virtually.
Yeah, I mean, she has been amazing this last few months. She's sort of tried to, online, sort of try to really gather up the folk community, and
keep the morale up, wasn't it? Like, and to keep us all kind of going. And that's the thing that I really felt from that room where Eliza was starting this. She started this folk club on Clubhouse. That I was lost and I missed my friends in the folk world, and then having to hear and talk to other people was amazing. I think that was amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And meeting new people, and
And her fiddle is my favourite part of the whole song.
Well, that's the thing, and
It really
I
is,
just
like-
I just happened to get in touch, and I sent her the song. She was like, "That's gorgeous. Yes, I leave it with me." And a couple of days later, it came back with the fiddle on it, and it
it's
was
amazing.
it really just
Yeah,
tied the whole thing together.
magical. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a young lady from down the road as well, 18 Hines. She's probably the only person who, apart from yourself, who sang live with me, but she sings some backing vocals that and that's pretty much it. I threw a bit of other stuff around the piano and
a little
we
sprinkle here and there.
sprinkle here and there.
Tinkling.
But the thing was, we really I think we managed to sort of keep that, in essence, that lovely live performance between the two of us. So nothing really gets in the way of it and is overbearing. It's not. It's all very organic.
Yeah.
Relax.
Time with you is
Time well spent. Nothing lasts forever unless it's something, a memory I can hold on to, that I'll never lose. Nothing lasts forever, but it won't have to. It only has to live in me, be a part of me, like you and me at the water's edge, waiting, watching the sun go